Hey guys, when you are talking about the steam cleaners for removing bubble gum, those little ones, they do a great job if somebody was trying to do like regular maintenance around a hotel and they were doing it, on like a regular maintenance program and coming around every 30 days. Of course, this is if the hotel itself had some kind of a program in to actually clean the concrete. As Ty pointed out there in that post, those smaller type of steam cleaners are not going to clean a large amount of area. There's no cleaning units hardly at all in those things. They're meant to do exactly what they're built to do, is just to remove the bubble gum. I'll tell you a little story and why I'm telling you guys that either using and having your pressure washer and converting it to a steam cleaner, or actually having a steam cleaning unit is a good thing to have in your arsenal. When you do get jobs that have been neglected for years and there's that petrified bubble gum that's on the concrete, it's very difficult to get up. And really, people all the time, well, how do you get it up, Ron? How do you get the shadows up? Basically, we have a poly scraper. You can use a metal scraper if you want to, but if you use steel, you've got to be aware of that everywhere that steel rubs on the concrete and removes that bubble gum, you're going to wind up with rust potentially there. That's why we use a poly type material to scrape it if it's really petrified on. But the steam cleaner itself, an industrial steam cleaner, a larger unit, will be the fastest way and the easiest. Well, I won't say it'll be the fastest way. It'll be the safest way and fastest way to remove bubble gum. As we know, the fastest way is to use a turbo tip, but you're going to cause a lot of damage. And really, you got to be careful doing that. I don't even recommend you use it. Obviously, guys use zero tips, and then you see these places that look like Zorro, and they've really etched the concrete cream, and it's permanent damage. And you could be held responsible to repair it. A lot of guys will fight the argument, well, the concrete wasn't poured well enough. The bottom line is you're the cleaning professional. Because one industry does something substandard doesn't mean it gives you an excuse to damage, 80,000 square feet of concrete. You need to always be careful removing bubble gum, making sure that you're properly removing it and safely removing it. And I'm just here to tell you, if 27 years, a steam cleaner is absolutely the safest way. Now, is it with one of those smaller units? If you're doing a maintenance job and you are removing bubble gum on a regular basis, your pressure washer, turning down the pressure using a variable pressure wand with heat, should have no issues of removing bubble gum safely on 90% of the surfaces that you're going to encounter. There's always going to be those special exceptions, so always be careful. If it's a regular maintenance count, you know the surface, you know how dense the concrete is, so you'll know how to handle it. But like I said, in a situation where you've had properties that are neglected and you're wondering how to remove that gum as fast as you can, a steam cleaner, a poly scraper, it might take you to get down on your hands and knees if there's a lot of gum and if you want to remove it quickly and safely. Remember, the key here is safely. There's going to be a lot of guys getting here, oh, I just use a turbo tip and it just blasts it right up. Well, you can use that turbo tip. You can use a zero tip. The bottom line is are you damaging the surface? You do not want to damage the surface. Beware of that. More owners, managers are becoming aware of these things. They're actually even requesting in RFPs now that you use either high heat with low pressure, or that you actually use a scraper and stay away from it with a pressure washer, because they're quite aware of the permanent damage that they've had on their properties. Hey, good luck with this, guys. Didn't think that would take 5 minutes to explain. Remember, guys, tune in for more information. PressureWashingInstitute.com. Changing industry through education. Thanks a lot, guys.